Gonna look back at the video that was shot back in 1995 and another clip in 1998 at the Green Swamp. This part was in Lake County, south of Groveland, Florida, and probably west of Claremont, Florida. And the Green Swamp is in the areas of Lake County, Polk, Sumter, and Pasco counties. Where they join, but it's hundreds of square miles of swamp, and also has dry land mixed in there as well, and good cattle country there. It's good cattle country because you have a lot of good pasture land mixed into the area. So anyway, a lot of legends and things talked about. There's a Bigfoot type creature supposedly called the Florida Skunk Ape that inhabits that swamp, as well as some other swamps in Florida, Big Cypress and the Everglades and other places. I've never seen one or encountered one myself, but there are people that have claimed to do that, and I'm not going to dispute them one way or the other. I did spend a whole winter down there near where we're showing this film, and never saw anything there for a whole winter and part of another one, but anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about an incident that happened back in 1975 over near the Tampa area, I believe, where it originally started at. But there's a swamp, or an island actually, over called Devil's Creek Swamp, and over in that area. And this man from Taiwan had came to the Tampa area on a merchant ship. And well, this man from Taiwan had been the Tampa area on a steamer, I believe it was, or a freighter, some type of merchant ship. And he was going to be flown home, but he became violent and had to be subdued by several men. And this gentleman's last name was Hugh, H-U. Well, he was taken to Tampa Hospital, then he disappeared. And he found his way to an island in Devil's Creek Swamp. Now, this is areas west of the video that I'm showing you now, probably southwest. I don't know, 30, 40 miles, something like that. 50 miles, I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, he gets away from him, and he's spending time out in the swamp. So in April of 1975, probably shortly after this incident, a lot of reports from people in different counties and sheriff's offices were getting a lot of burglaries, and so once someone had actually stole cookies and cereal from a mobile home. There have been rumors of this wild man living in the swamp, and they figured he was probably the thief. But anyhow, these dogs had failed to track him, and lawmen would get close enough to fire warning shots, but they never could catch him. And they found evidence of food that he'd ate, and this is crazy here. They found leftovers of a partly cooked armadillo. Now, if you know what an armadillo is, that's something I don't know why anybody would want to eat that. But apparently that's what this man did. And also, this man would eat corn that was left for wild turkeys. And how they found this man, there was a fire that he was cooking some of his food over. And on May the 17th, they sent this posse into the Green Swamp, and to capture this man, they called this Green Swamp Wildman. And they found Hugh on that island that where he was living, and they tackled him to the ground. He screamed and then pleaded in Mandarin Chinese. It's, they couldn't understand what he said. They couldn't speak the Mandarin Chinese language, but this Hugh was just hard to bring down. One of the law officers said he was a strong little rascal, and of course, he was scared to death. And then when they found him, he had been covered with mosquito bites and scratches and had stomach pains, plain stomach pains. They actually used a woman, Taiwanese woman, as an interpreter because he spoke no English at all. And so anyway, he would they took him off to jail, and he kept saying in his native language that they're going to kill me. I'd rather kill myself first. So they searched him for a knife and everything, but he didn't find any weapons on him. But a couple of days after his arrest, he had took his belt and put it through the bars of a cell in the Sumter County Jail and hanged himself. So this was a tragic thing. But anyway, this man was causing a lot of havoc there for a while. Ended in a tragic story there, the man committing suicide. Now, I spent time down there near that swamp, or actually very close to it, on a ranch there a couple winters, like I said earlier, and I never saw any signs of any wild men or Bigfoot or Florida Skunk Ape, because I never heard of either one of these stories about the skunk ape or about the wild man there either. But I guess had I heard those stories, maybe I'd been looking out and maybe I'd have seen something. But there are people out here who claim to have seen these kind of creatures, the skunk ape and the Bigfoot. So I think some of them seem to be very credible, you know. Could be some hoaxes going on, or could be people telling the truth, or something they think they see or look like it. But if you remember the old movie back in the early 1970s, The Legend of Boggy Creek, about incidents that occurred out in Arkansas. And if you ever seen that movie, the bathroom scene was quite something there when the Bigfoot stuck its arm through the window trying to get the man in there. Anyway, a lot of stories about Bigfoot, and I don't have any pictures on here. I never took any pictures, and I'm not going to put any pictures on here because it might be copyright violations. But if you got a Bigfoot story or a skunk ape story or an encounter, feel free to post it. And thanks for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and check out some more of our videos.